This is Charlie Parsons for the Stomping Ground, powered by Wow Hydrate and available on DAZN. Wow! We are on Santa Monica Pier for the grand arrivals. The tunes are tuning, Edward's dancing. How are we?
Feeling great, mate. That was a great first night here at Santa Monica Beach. So good to see the fighters come face to face. So many great matchups. The sun is setting on Santa Monica Beach, and what a time to be alive. Riyadh season, Los Angeles, this Saturday live on DAZN.
Yesterday we spoke a lot about Bud, we spoke a lot about Madrimov, we didn't cover the undercard too much. We'll go into it. Co-main event. They can't seem to get any shit talk out of Andy Ruiz. Jarrell Miller says he's been eating burritos and tacos. Andy Ruiz says, yeah, I have. Great fight though.
Yeah, it's a really good fight, and I think what I love about that fight is, look, Jarrell Miller, he's yet to prove himself as an elite heavyweight, but he comes into this fight in great shape, and he's bang up for it. And it's just with Andy, how hungry is he? You know, not in terms of the grub, but in terms of his desire. Like, how much does he want it? He's made a lot of money, you know, and we're going to find out what Andy Ruiz is all about still in his career on Saturday night. Rayo Valenzuela against Pitbull is going to be a wonderful Mexican fight. Such a great fight. And mate, Jared Anderson against Martin Bakole. Half gave it to me, Jared Anderson up there. He came straight over to me, and I went to shake his hand, and he went, it's business, so I'll shake it, but no. And I went, what? And he went, I heard what he said. I said, yeah, I said 50-50 fight. No, you can bet it if you want, you can DM me, you can mess. But I said, listen, I'll keep my honest opinion.
Why do they take it so personal?
I said, look, I hope he wins, really. Yeah, for Riyadh season and for boxing, I think he's got the bigger future. But I said, it's a 50-50 fight, and I said to him, if you're the real deal, you'll win on Saturday, and we're going to find out. And he said, all right, well, you know, but I like that spunk. Do you know what I mean?
I'll tell you what, he never seemed massively talking, but I felt like he showed a bit more of himself tonight. Jared
Anderson, he's a cool dude. Do you know what I mean? He's got a swag, and he can really fight. And I'm not disrespecting him by saying it's a 50-50 fight. I'm talking about the quality of Martin Bakole. I don't think Martin Bakole is a Joshua or a Fury or an Usyk, but he's a world-class heavyweight. It's by far the toughest fight of Jared Anderson's career, and we're going to find out what he's made of.
Eddie, rest of the card, please.
Andy Cruz, Moran, great fight. David Morrell, that's an all-action fight as well against Hot Rod. It's just going to be unbelievable. Crawford Madrimov's going to be a great fight, you know. I really like Terence Crawford. I think he's such a lovely guy. I really respect what he's all about, and he's a tremendous fighter. But I promise you, Madrimov is in the shape of his life. You see his neck? It's about 8 of your thighs.
Well, I was going to say, Madrimov, I think, was a pivotal part of Bivol's training camp for when he beat Canelo. A little bit different here, but we know, okay, maybe he's not necessarily got the same resume, although Bud's, other than Spence, maybe not as elite as it could be, but a real good fighter. Yeah,
listen, Madrimov's special. There's no doubt about it. It's just his 11th fight, and he's taking on, what is it, Crawford's 40th fight, or whatever he's had. He's the pound for pound #1, but this is what you want, isn't it? You want to find out how special you are. No one thought that Bivol would beat Canelo. Madrimov's from the same school. He's elite, he's special. Saturday's going to be amazing.
I had humble Edward yesterday, and you wouldn't comment on the Ben Chalumping, which is fine. When I spoke to Frank Smith, he said he wasn't sure if they'll keep their Sky deal. Now, hypothetically speaking, say they don't, and say these Queensbury, Frank Warren, DAZN rumours are true, could you see that sort of DAZN becomes a hub? We get Boxer on DAZN at some point as well in the future?
I don't know. I mean, my business is my business.
It's 2 days in a row we got that line, Edward.
We're flying. That's all I care about. You know, boxing's in a great position. It's healthier than ever. There's more broadcasters than ever. You know, good luck to everybody.
Would it make life more difficult for you if there were more UK broadcasters on DAZN? I suppose because only a
UK promoters.
Yeah,
oh, really? We've got our deal. We've got our deal. It doesn't really matter. So I want every other promoter to come to DAZN. I want DAZN to be the home of boxing. Of course, it's already the home of boxing, and it just strengthens the product. The more boxing you have on the platform. You know, we were the ones that took the punt on DAZN when people were taking the piss out of us about an app. I mean, as I always say, how'd you like me now?
Frank Warren has said that you will not put Johnny Fisher in with Moses Itauma.
Yeah, we'll do that fight. But we'll do that fight, you know, I'm not even talking about marinating the fight. Johnny Fisher's on his own path. Moses Itauma is an unbelievable heavyweight. He doesn't have the commercial draw of Johnny Fisher, but down the line, that's going to be a big fight. And yeah, I think that's, right now, think Moses needs those kind of names. Johnny don't. Johnny could fight you and sell out the copper box. Do you know what I mean? But we'll bring him
That would
through.
obviously be me doing 80%.
We'll bring through Johnny in the right way. Do you know what I mean? And they're both brilliant young heavyweights. Big fan of Moses, obviously a massive fan of Johnny, and we'll do our own thing and make our own moves. And I believe that fight will happen.
The Team GB Olympic crop don't seem to be doing particularly well. We know there's been a lot of questionable decisions and stuff over there. I'm seeing a lot of sort of public perception and tweets and stuff. You can sort of, the people saying you can sort of understand why they want to scrap the Olympic boxing when some of the decisions are as bad as they are. Your thoughts?
I don't know, I haven't seen the Delicious Ori fight. You know, a lot of people felt he won that fight. You know, it's amateur boxing, it's boxing. Sometimes decisions can go against you. It's just very difficult when you've been working your whole 4-year cycle for that moment, you know. So Delicious Ori's got a big future. You know, young Pat Brown, who had a great fight as well, lost out. You're talking, you know, these amateurs are great fighters that they're up against, so they all have big futures. Hopefully Lewis Richardson, I think we've got one other as well still left in, can do the business, and you know, we'll be over next week regardless to watch Beatrice hopefully win gold as well.
Cool. Edward, thank you very much for your time. Just lastly, Conor Benn, any movement? We know he sat down with Frank Smith.
Watch this space, hopefully a UK date coming very soon.
Do you reckon he fights in the UK this year?
Or very early next year.
Just quickly, I said to you why the jacket earlier. You said it's cold up here. It's not very cold up here.
It is cold, it's chilly now. You don't find it chilly because of your paunch.
Because of my what?
Paunch.
What, you mean my ripped to shred six-pack?
What are you doing tonight, Parsons?
Chilling.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh mate, if I was 21 and I was here, I wouldn't be chilling.
What would you, all right, if you're me, what are you doing tonight?
I'd go straight down this Santa Monica front, I'll plot up in a bar, find a little bit of music.
Would you be disappointed with me if I had a doobie on the beach?
A doobie? Listen.
Answer the question.
In my opinion, don't smoke weed. In my opinion. You know, I'm not a believer that this stuff should be legalised, in all honesty.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't know where we're going with this, but that's my own personal opinion, because I've seen a lot of people do that and then smoke more and smoke more, and then it opens more doors and worse doors,
Time and a place, right?
Maybe. Listen, I'm not saying it's not hilarious, right? I've been through that phase myself.
I would love to have a doobie with Edward Hill.
That was back in the day when I was your age. I was partial to a small one, but, you know, for me, nah, those days are well over, and stay away.
Edward, thank you very much.